an ounce of sense in it. That was funny. That was good.
All right. Let's go to the names. Keep getting better. Now we got Pimping Goat. Please, Pimping Goat. If you have a, go ahead and make your comment.
Yo, what's
here.
up, boys?
Go for it.
How you doing?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, you're good. Go ahead.
Oh, nice to talk to you guys. I just tuned into the stream like 10 minutes ago. My boy wanted me to hop on here.
Who's your boy?
Oh, just some guy from the internet.
I hate that boy. Go ahead.
I mean, my personal opinion is the media obviously lies. That's just obviously true. I don't know why that's even in question, frankly.
It's just the problem is that it's the same problem before. It's fine. It's like most of your guys' brains are just rotted by partisan hackery. You can't conceive that there are people that actually believe these things. Like, I think that when conservatives say they want to get rid of trans kids, I think that conservatives genuinely believe that transing kids is harmful, that it's a social contagion, and they're trying to help kids. But you can't genuinely conceive that somebody on the left is trying to help kids either, because you're too mired down in your partisan hackery.
No, I do. I can conceive that.
No, you don't. You literally just said that you said that it's obviously harmful for kids.
If you're going to concede that the media is almost never telling you the full truth, and they're always spinning the narrative to either sensationalize or to benefit their preconceived biases.
I don't think anybody conceded that.
The question is, would you consider that a friend of the people?
Wait, I don't think anybody conceded that.
Who conceded that?
Well, okay, so you say
you just did, Destiny, that you're never getting the fullness of the truth. You're always
right.
Wait.
Can I just explain?
Nobody gives the fullness of the truth.
We have to.
Okay, so you're conceding the point then. You're conceding the point.
Okay, one at a time. Let's leave Destiny go. Then we'll
we're not
you guys both just conceded the point. I don't know what to tell you.
No,
how do you get around that?
No. Your point is that people are making a malicious omission of facts. My point is just that, like, you can't tell every...
What do you mean? You can't tell us what our point is?
No, that's what you're saying. Wait, are you just saying that people aren't saying every single fact about a story? Because that would be a really stupid point if that's what you're saying.
That media outlets often use lies of omission in order to construct narratives, and that's not something a friend of yours...
Just outright lies.
No,
look. Can I say one other thing? Outright lies. Like, on MSNBC, they regularly call they call Republicans terrorists. They say the Republican Party is a terrorist organization.
The question is
but that's a lie.
Terrorist is a perspective, okay? So I don't know if that's a lie, okay? But the question is the media intentionally omitting stuff to try to tell a story that's not true? That's the question.
Or exaggerating the truth.
Sure, or exaggerating. That's the question that we're really concerned with.
That they generally are, right?
No, I didn't agree to that. That's what I said. It'd be good to have examples.
So you think that the media tells the full truth, unbiased, doesn't sensationalize?
Do you think is that the dichotomy you're working with? Do you understand? Like,
I'm just asking. Is that what you think?
No, I don't know if you're like following the point that I'm making.
May I jump in? I think Destiny's arguing that might happen, but that's inevitable with humans.
No, not with humans. You just can't tell every single fact. Like, if I tell you about World War II, I'm not going to tell you every single person that died, every single decision that was made, every single thing about. I have to pick and choose.
Yeah, but that's not a lie of omission.
Okay,
right?
This is
we're talking about
a particular political
side. Oh my God! Hold on! Holy shit! Is this the 45 IQ panel? What I'm saying is that you are necessarily.
Let's go to World War II. This is a great example.
No, what I'm saying.
Who here heard about the term?
Let Destiny fucking finish. Jesus Christ! No, let him finish.
The argument is.
I haven't even get to hear what he said. Let him finish.
Okay.
He's gonna finish his point. Then we'll go to.
All I'm saying is that when you engage in any sort of process where you're telling a story, you are necessarily omitting and including certain facts. That's a process. It's part of telling a story. That's why anytime somebody goes to make a documentary, nobody ever says, we're going to make a documentary about this and include everything. That's not true. You look for a story to tell because you can't account.
But the media tells a story that benefits, it's a partisan story that benefits their party.
Yeah,
lies require
I agree.
Intent.
That's why I was asking you. Is there an example?
So I'm telling you,
no,
yes,
asking,
Operation Mockingbird is an example.
A fucking point. I'm asking you, can you give me an example of...
I just did.
Okay, all right.
You want me to give it to you again?
I don't even know. What do you think my point is? I don't think you even know what the fuck I'm talking about.
Yeah, you're saying specifically that anytime any type of story comes out.
Hey, Andrew, you can't tell him his point. You can't tell him his point.
Anytime the media, he just asked me to tell him his point. Am I wrong?
He did.
Or did he just ask me to do that?
Go ahead, Andrew.
Right, so just sit there. So where I was at was, Destiny, you're saying that anytime a media narrative comes out, necessarily certain facts are going to have to be omitted because you can't give every single detail or every single fact that has ever existed in regards to whatever the story may be. Fine, fair enough. What we're talking about is omissions that are intentional or lies of omission. And a lie of omission is the intent to leave something out that the narrative would be changed if that was included.
I agree.
January 6th is filled with that.
And that's why I wanted to move on to, can we get to those types of stories and just saying things where the media's omitting something, where they intentionally, where we feel like they've intentionally. I think the conversation we just had about libertarian candidates was a really good example of, why aren't you including that guy? This is malicious, where it might not be malicious. It might just be they decided that they didn't want to include that person. There is no malintent there. That's all I'm saying. Go.
Well, look, the January 6th protests, there were 120,000 people there. Out of that, like 300 are charged with violent crimes, and another around 900 are trespassing. And yet the total media focus was on those violent people, not the mostly peaceful 120K. That was intentional. The gallows that they constantly bring up. They brought gallows to hang Mike Pence.
Sure,
okay.
I agree with that. But real quick, would you say the same thing about BLM riots, that they were mostly peaceful?
I mean,
and therein lies the problem. There you go. Yep, there you
here's
go.
the thing.
That's what you said. No, if you want to change it now and say, oh, you don't think it's obviously harmful to kids, but there could be some genuine disagreement.
What would that have to do with whether or not we question
what I wanted to
motivation?
say was that
hang on. Why is it that if we say this is something we think is generally harmful to kids, that we're questioning the motivations of why the other side says that?
You didn't say that you think it's genuinely harmful. You said it's obviously harmful, implying that it should be self-evident that it's harmful, implying that they're knowingly lying. Can you follow the conversation?
No, that's not an implication status.
I think there's a lot of
not even a logic train that makes sense.
Let's leave Andrew go, and then we'll leave Destiny.
What you just said is not even a logic train that makes sense.
It absolutely makes sense.
We can make both statements at the same time. We think this is obviously true. And we can also, at the same exact time, say we understand that the other side is trying to make these claims based on their own morality and their moral prisms, and they think that they're good. Why are those two things contradictory to each other or incoherent in any way in Destiny's brain?
If that's the position you want to take, that's fine. That's not what it sounded like. The caller said that they're obviously incorrect, which implies bad faith on the part of the person pushing them. If you can't understand that,
it doesn't imply that.
Okay.
I mean, I would agree with what Destiny's saying. Like, I do think a lot of people know it's harmful and they do say it
Thank
anyways.
You, caller. Thank you.
But also, I do believe there is a lot of people who push these ideas. Maybe like Destiny. I don't know, to be honest, but I do think they are trying to help people. I just think you're wrong, and I think you push harmful ideas that actively ruin people's lives. And when you're targeting, children in particular, there's a certain level of scruples you're supposed to have. Like, oh, maybe I shouldn't give my kid these. I don't know. I'm just gonna say a random thing. Potassium vitamins, because even though I might think it's good, maybe it's not. I'm gonna err on the side
and that's
of caution
fine, and that's great, and that's why we live in a
act.
democracy. We've got different opinions on what we should do with children. I think conservatives do a lot of harmful things to children, but here we are. We all have our differences and opinions, and we try to fight for what we think is right. That's how our country works.